Alright, g'day, hi, and welcome. Okay. I was only going to come out with a partial load, but now I have a full load. So today, I got some chainsaws in the back. I got like 3 chainsaws today. Those 2 might have to do some barter and trade. I was saying, who the hell's that Mad Max guy with the wheelbarrow and lawnmower just heaping out like that? See that old truck? Isn't that a nice truck? I love that truck. I love that truck. Yeah. I'd like to know what his secret is to keeping it from rusting. Especially a truck that old. It's older than this. Yeah, so I'm going to the Eco Center. Okay, so here's my day. Okay, Exhibit A. Exhibit A. First off, they finally patched that pothole. So, okay. So, today I knew I was going to be painting the decks, right? For one of my regular clients. But I also had to stop in at that place where I did the weeding a couple of weeks ago to grab a lawnmower and a wheelbarrow for scrap metal or for use, whatever. And that's a big bad Dodge. That was I think that was Doug. Should have been Doug. And anyway, so I went, I did the painting, and my regular client's like, did you want to take the chainsaw, like, you know, like, she's a widow, right? So, her husband was the nicest guy you'd ever meet. Miss him a lot. Like I actually consider some of my clients like friends, you know what I mean? But anyway, she's like, I'm never going to use the chainsaw. Like, you know, like I'm like 75 years old. The chainsaw like scares the crap out of me, right? I'm never going to use that. You might as well take it. It just needs a chain. So last week, one of my other clients had told me about this lady having 2 chainsaws that I just came from. And it's like, it was like, okay, so I'll stop in on Wednesday when I go see my regular client, right? And so I got a chainsaw this morning, which is, I think it's about 45 cc's, which is just about perfect yard working size. You work with that all day. Don't you do it, branches? Don't you do it? That's right. You leave my antenna alone, right? And so I've worked with this saw before. It's an Echo, and I guess they're a big enough brand. I guess they're mainly like with Canadian Tire or whatever, home hardware. I think it's Canadian Tire that carries them. So I don't know if it's like a, you know, like a home light with just a different brand on it. I don't know that, right? That log truck was moving. And anyway, the saw is a little bit gummed up, but it does run. It's a pain in the ass to get it started, but the chain is done on it, right? The bar's not bad, but the chain's done. Like it's a chainsaw that never saw a lot of use, right? And so, you know, I'm obviously going to take it, right? And, you know, a free chainsaw, regardless of what size it is, a running free chainsaw you take. So a chain is like, what, 20 bucks? No problem. But I stopped at this place and I've got a Husqvarna, and it looks like a small still. I'm not sure the sizes of them. They might be a little bit too small, but again, they might be just perfect stovewood size. 3 small saws, you can work with that all day, right? But apparently the guy's got a bigger one, and he doesn't use it anymore. I don't think he's healthy, right? So he's getting rid of all this stuff. So his wife says, well, like, I'd rather have the labor than the cash, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm okay with that. That works for me, you know. It's just, she wants $320 for one saw, and I'm not sure what she said for the other saw. But let's say it's 500 bucks for both saws. Okay, that's worth labor over time, but I still got to make a living. So I can't, like, 500 bucks. That's like almost a week's work. You know what I mean? Well, maybe 3 or 4 days. You know what I mean? It'd be about 3.5 days. Better watch my speed because I don't want shit blown out the back. So yeah, but I want to see what the big saw was, because I said, like I told one of my other clients, that I'm not really looking for a huge saw, but my idea of a big saw, okay, is something like a Stihl 492, a 500, you know, like a beast like that. That's a big saw. That is a saw that you know, like the Menley of, like, that's 122cc saw, right? The big one, right? It's just a beast. So that's for the guys out in BC, you know, with the 60-inch bar on there, you know what I mean, like 5-foot bar on there. I don't need that. So for me, a big saw for around here, for most, like if you were working in the bush all the time, yeah, you'd probably want the 500, right, with just a 28-inch bar on it or something like that. Yeah, but for me, the 392, Stihl 392, which is a 56cc saw, that's plenty big. 50 cc's for around here, plenty big. You can still work with that all day. Any bigger, yeah, you get the performance, but you get the weight too. Once a saw gets over 10 pounds, got some metal to grab there pretty soon too. Oh, maybe I can grab something on the way back. I'll see if I can get it. Today might be a quite luxurious day for picking stuff up, good and junk. Like that wheelbarrow just needs a new handle on it, and it's a perfectly new wheelbarrow. But right now I gotta go to the Eco Center and do the Eco Center stuff. So when I get there, I'll show you the Eco Center.